YouTube, what's good? Back at it with another tutorial. Today we're going to be going over the What's the Move music video and how Lonewolf does this paint effect slash transition. It's pretty simple to do. I'm going to play a clip of what it looks like right now, and then we're going to get into the video. Alright, so now that we're in Premiere, what we're going to do is find the spot where we want this effect to take place. So I already have it marked out where I want. It's just Uzi looking up. My dog's over there moving, that's why I looked back. Anyways, let's see. We got Uzi just looking up the ceiling. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut here. So it's just that clip. And then what you're going to want to do is go to effects and type in posterize. And then drag posterize time onto the clip. So what posterize time is going to do is it's going to take one frame and make it hold for a certain amount of frames. So in our case, we want it to hold for 3 frames. So we have a 24 frame per second clip and we want it to hold for 3 frames. So we're going to divide 24 by 3, which gives us 8. So that will make the clip a little laggy like that. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, next frame, 1, 2, 3, next frame, so on and so forth. So if you had a 30 frame per second clip and you want it to hold for 3 frames, be 10, you put in 10 because 30 divided by 3 is 10. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sure you'll figure it out just by playing with it. So then I'm just going to push in and out, so I and O on my keyboard, and then make sure I drag that just so where the clip ends, and then file, export media, and then just export it how you normally would any of your clips. So I'm just going to overwrite this one, click export, yes. Why didn't that not work? Oh, it's because I have it open here already. So just overwrite that one, click yes, and then go into Photoshop. And then once you're in Photoshop, go to File, Open the video clip you just exported, and it should be the clip you just exported. If not, make sure it is. And then just make sure it's playing the same frame per second as the clip you originally had. If not, go to this hamburger menu over here and then go to Set Timeline Frame Rate, and then change that to whatever you need. So then once you're done doing that, just create a new layer and then drag that above the video group and then drag that here. And then what I'm gonna do real quick is just make this layer each 3 frames long. So to do that, I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, cut, 1, 2, 3, cut, 1, 2, 3, cut, and just cut all of these. So what this is gonna do is it's just gonna be a new layer every 3 frames. Shit, I don't know if I counted there. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's just gonna make it easier. All right, so we got to the end, delete that. And then I'm just gonna drag these all down. So they're just right above the video layer. Drag that out. And then what that's gonna do is it's just gonna make so when you're drawing, it changes frame every 3 seconds. So then after that, what we're gonna need is we need some of the acrylic brushes. So I included links to a few free packs in the description. I'm gonna be using a free pack, but there are some more realistic ones that have like texture and like shine on them that I found that are like 20 something bucks, maybe 30 bucks. I'm gonna leave a link to that if you want to take your paint effect to a next level. Maybe check those out. I haven't used them personally, but they look pretty good. So once you do that, go to browse or window and then go to brushes and then locate the brush you want. I'm gonna be using the Rutkowski pack and then sample brush 328. And then I noticed that this one has like scattering, so I'm just gonna turn scattering off, and then it should be good. Actually, I'm gonna turn down the shape dynamics to like 30 something probably, because it's just like changing the angle of the paintbrush. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and outline everything real quick. Just outline here, This is kind of like the style that Lone was doing in the video. Just outline here and just around the frame.
What up, Q?
And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's kind of like the whole point of the effect, is to have a little bit imperfections. And then I was at 250. I'm just gonna keep note of that, so the next frame I know what to use. And then I'm gonna go up to like, I don't know, like 900 or something, and then fill this in. I'm gonna go to the next purple thing, so it's just like right where the next 3 frames are. Go here, go back down to my 250, and then outline Awge again. I'm doing a pretty like rough job. You can always do better. And I might even change that like dynamic thing. I might actually, if I were to do this effect, I'd probably change it down a little bit more, because it's kind of hard to actually outline properly. And you don't even have to outline, you can just do whatever you want actually. This is just kind of the general thing that Lonewolf did here. And then just fill this in. And I don't know if I already said this, but for your brush, just like change it down to like 75 or something. That way, if you completely fill in something, it doesn't go like all the way opaque just after the first pass. See like that girl's face back there? If I keep on going over it, it'll eventually go away. But like the first pass, it won't. And then you can always add more texture into the thing by just going over it again. And then we're gonna go into the third, go back down to our 250. Click on that layer. Yeah, just make sure you're clicked on the specific layer when you're doing this, because otherwise it's not going to let you draw over. And then draw over here. And I'm just gonna fast forward this up for you guys, so you guys don't have to watch me do all of these.
What up, Q?
And then once you're finally done drawing out all the frames, you can play back by pressing space or that play button in the left-hand corner. And honestly, I think this looks pretty cool for how fast I did it and using the free brushes. I think you can get a way better look if you use the realistic brushes. I'm almost certain Lonewolf actually just takes a projector and then a piece of glass and paints over it. I could be wrong, but I think that's what he does. But you could probably get a really similar look with like the realistic brush. And honestly, this is pretty close. Damn, that was probably pretty loud for you guys, sorry. Honestly, this is pretty close. Oh, follow me on Instagram so you guys can interact with me and kind of tell me the next tutorials I should be doing. I also do polls on YouTube, so be sure to look out for those, like vote for the next video. I just did that between that and data moshing. So I think I'm gonna do my next video on data moshing. So if you want to export the video, I don't know if that was probably a weird fucking cut because I just went off on a tangent, oh well. So if you want to export the video, click that little arrow at the bottom right hand corner, left hand corner, my bad. And then just kind of render it out how you want, make sure everything's what you want. You can go 4K, I'm just gonna go 1080p. Select the folders, go to desktop. And then you can name it whatever you want, and then click render. And I need to change the name because I just tried to overwrite it. And then click render, and it should render it out. And to be honest, I don't know where the loading bar is. I don't know if it just rendered really fast. I think that might have been the case. And let's see. Yeah. And there it is. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like, drop a comment, maybe a tutorial idea I should do in the future. If you're new, subscribe. If not, that's it for the video, so peace.